Well, hi Aries, welcome to Quickie Tarot. It's time for What is X Thinking? So let's get started. Let's find out what our Aries X is thinking. Please, universe, please give us the cards for this reading. For Aries, what are their X's thinking? What are Aries X's thinking, please? Please give me more cards for Aries reading. What are their X's thinking, universe? Ooh, X's thinking. Alright, we have lots of cards. Come out here, the Hermit right in the middle. It's the universe. Okay, so let's get started here, Aries. So the overall energy of this reading, it's the Hermit. This is the universe. They hear you. You've been asking for guidance on your path forward. They're here to try to help show you your path forward. It's also the card of Virgo, so there'll be Virgo in your chart or Virgo involved. So up here in your highest energy, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. It's like, the battle's over. And looking back at the ones that got away. So you still have your mind on them. You're still kind of looking back at them. It's almost like you're kind of stuck in that because you got the Two of Swords right next door. And also that is next to the Six of Swords. So you're kind of blocking moving forward. You're kind of stuck in this Five of Swords energy, looking back at them, not wanting to deal with them either. I mean, you got two things going on here. You don't want to deal with them, yet you can't get your mind off them, and you don't want to move forward. You're blocking that. You might want to, but you're blocking it. You're blocking the advice from the universe. So it's right above the Hermit card, this Two of Swords. The Hermit really wants to show you, the universe wants to show you your path forward. But you're kind of blocking that right now. You're just stuck in looking back at the X. So right next to the Hermit is this, and under this looking back, is the Nine of Wands. So you might be getting tired of looking back at them. Yet this is the card of being at your wit's end. This is the card of the heavy burden just taking a big toll on you of the situation. The Hermit is shining the lantern on this. Like, look what it's doing to you. By not letting go and not moving forward, look what it's doing to you. It's taking a toll on you. On the other side of the Hermit card is the Eight of Swords. So this is feeling trapped. And not moving anywhere. This is under that Six of Swords. So you're not moving. I mean, the Six of Swords is right between the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So, but this is a card of illusion. You're really free to do whatever you want. You can unbind yourself. You can walk out of that situation. The feet on this figure is not bound. This person is not as trapped as they think they are. That's what the Hermit's pointing out. So under the Nine of Wands, we have the Queen of Cups. This is their energy. Now, they are kind of at their wits' end too. Okay, they're worn out. Male or female, they could have water in their chart, so that'd be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But more importantly, they are examining whether there was love there, and if there was, how much love there. Do they love you? Do you love them? Did you ever? How much? This cup here is the only cup in the deck with a lid on it. It has little windows that go all the way around, and this Queen is trying to peer in those windows to find answers to all those love questions. That's what they've been doing. It's right next to the Three of Swords. Their heart is broken over all this. It's under the Hermit card. They're trying to show you that, yeah, they have feelings. You might not have known it, but they have feelings and they're dealing with it right now. And these feelings here are about the questions that they have about love. They're actually, we have the Knight of Swords next to that. So they have all those feelings, and they felt kind of bound in the relationship. But this Knight of Swords is actually cutting out those feelings. So they have it, they're in this state, okay, right here. So they're examining the love. They're trying not to feel the feelings that they do have, and they do feel, or that card, the Three of Swords, would not be there, and it is under the Hermit card. So what they're trying to say is they act tough, okay, male or female, and they're trying to just cut out the feelings. They're trying to not deal with their broken heart issue, and that's actually, what is going on behind the scenes in their lives right now. They also need to cut out this Eight of Swords because they're also in this energy of feeling bound, feeling trapped. They also are. It's the energy of the breakup. It's the energy of the relationship here, and they're I think they're trapped in this energy here, and they're also trapped, of course, but they're not. This is the card of illusion, okay? In this energy of cutting those feelings out, not dealing with those feelings at all, not wanting to see them, not wanting to feel them. So next to the Knight of Swords is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is time ticking, time passing. Yeah, they're going to spend quite a bit of time in this state, it looks like. The relationship that you were in, and this is part of why that they are cutting out this feeling. I mean, it felt kind of shaky. It felt you couldn't work together. It's like you were arguing all the time about anything, butting heads. I'd be surprised if you were not twin flames. But this is the card of not being able to work together, or having an extra person, an extra influence around this relationship here. But this person, this X here, is they're just kind of waiting their time to get over this. They're letting time pass. So above here, and they know it, is this Empress card. And this Empress card is right in both your energies. I think you're both loving people. Kind and considerate, mostly loving. If you're a mother or father, you're a good mother or father. And forgiving. There's a lot of great qualities about each of you. If the Emperor shows up, then you're twin flames. Or the King of Cups. So, this is the Death card, and you're moving on from each other. This is putting the old behind and moving forward here. This is the card of Scorpio. Somebody could have Scorpio in their charts, but this is about putting the old behind. As much as, they did care about you, they see these qualities about you, and you see these qualities about them. If this doesn't sound like your reading, check your moon sign. So, then we have the Knight of Pentacles up here. This is above the Empress. This is in your energy. This is kind of some heavy earth energy. There might be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn involved. Might be in your chart someplace. But there you are. You're still looking at them. You're not going anywhere. So you're not going anywhere. You're blocking moving forward here. You're just looking back at them. And here you are again, looking back at them. It's right next to the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, this is the card for Taurus. So, they very well could be a Taurus. But this is about commitment, traditional values, traditional morals. I think this is what you wanted out of the relationship, and this possibly could be what you butted heads about. Let's see what else shows up here. There was no movement here toward the Hierophant, so it wasn't happening. More cards, please, for our Aries people. There's Aries. More cards for Aries people, please. Okay, so, yeah, they couldn't work with you. You couldn't see eye to eye. Eye to eye. This is the Emperor. Look, I said if the Emperor comes out, you're twin flames. That's the deal. Right there. That's why you're button heads. That's why this relationship didn't work out. You're cut from the same cloth. So, most twin flame relationships do not work out, but if they do, it's absolutely beautiful. But it's rough being in a twin flame relationship. So until it smooths out, and it's the rare ones that everybody's after. So this Emperor here, this is in their energy. They're very stubborn. They are very rigid in their thinking. They just kind of like, they're glued to that throne, and it's like, no, I can't move forward. I can't get into a commitment. I can't. They're just like holding their own there, like their rear end is glued to the throne, and they're stubborn. They're very well liked and well respected, but they're very stubborn here in their ways and their ideas and their ways of thinking. That's just the way it is. So then we have the Ace of Cups here, and it looks like you're both moving towards some real love here, both of you. I don't see reconciliation. I don't see that this is the two of you. You might have had real love. You probably did. Maybe that's what this is all about. But I do not see the two of you coming back together in this whole reading. They are very stubborn, and they do not want to feel their feelings. They might discover they loved you. You, on the other hand, you're stuck in this commitment thing with the Four of Pentacles here. Commitment. They weren't moving forward with any sort of commitment. And there's love right between. There's love right on both your... I don't know. See, the readings only go out maybe 6 months, so I think this is something that needs to work its way out. I'm going to take one more card. I know it's getting to be a longer reading than I usually do. Let me hurry and take out... I want one more, universe. Just one more for the Ace of Cups. One more. Oh, and there's the King of Cups. Gosh. Okay. Wow. This is a really powerful twin flame relationship. So there is the card I wanted on the Ace of Cups right there. The King of Cups. So now we have the King and the Queen of Cups. There is a lot of love there. I don't see it working out in the next few months, probably. It doesn't have to go the full 6 months. But as far as the cards have something to say right now, is you're just going to be stuck in you're stubborn too, but you're going to be stuck on this. I want a commitment. You weren't moving forward. I don't want to move forward. I'm looking back at you, and I think you're waiting for them to come forward, to come back to, like right here, the end of the old, beginning of the new with the Death card. This could happen pretty soon. This is a twin flame, definitely a twin flame relationship. I feel like it isn't happening real soon because they're really stubborn and you're stuck. But I do see you guys coming back together with love. Some time has got to pass, though. The Seven of Pentacles, time has got to pass. Wow. Hey, Aries, this was your much for watching Quickie Tarot.